Namaste, I am Sridhar Banigiri, welcoming you to my channel. Today I have an interesting subject to share. The subject which I am more intending to share today is about identity completion. Before entering into what this identity completion is, I would like to share a story. That story is very much interesting for me because it talks about the mind. I was always inspired by this quote that you can conquer thousands of men in thousands of battle, you are a great man. But if you conquer, the man who conquers himself is the greatest among all men. This slogan used to very much attract me because a man who has conquered thousands of men in thousands of battle is a great man. Definitely is a great man. Indeed is a great man. But a man who conquers himself is the greatest among all men. There's a lot of difference between a great man and greatest among all men. This story, when I'm sharing to you, relates to this quote. We all know the great Alexander the Great. When we are young, we have read it in our history books. The valor of the great emperor Alexander. The story runs like this. When Alexander was set his eyes in conquering the Hindustan or our region, before coming for conquering India, Bharat, he took his guidance, or he took his blessings from his master. So his master told him, when you come back from Bharat, when you come back from Hindustan, you get me one sadhu. I want a sadhu or monk. When you are coming back, bring one. So this Alexander agreed, and when he was there in India, after conquering many parts of our great land, when he was going back, he thought of his master's, the promise or commitment he had given to his master. He inquired about a sadhu or a sage or a monk. He inquired where this person will be available. Some people told him in one place near one banyan tree, one monk is there. You can go and take him. You can take him and go along with you. So he will be very excited that he can fulfill his wishes of his master. So he goes to that monk. The sadhu, as you know, our great sages, they don't need anything. They are in a different space altogether. The saffron clad holy men, what we call as our great sages, are sadhus, are sannyasis. So he happens to meet that sannyasi, and he invites him to his place. He tells, come to my place. I am having a deep desire to take you back to my country. You please come with me. He requests him. But immediately this sage or sadhu, sannyasi tells, I am not interested to come to your place. So he'll try to lure him, or he'll try to cajole him by telling that if you come, I will give you this, I will give you all facilities, I will treat you in the most comfortable way you ever imagined in your life. I will keep you as a royal guest for my in my country. You will be the royal guest. Please come with me. He requests the sadhu. This monk tells, no, I am not interested. So his repeated requests also, the sadhu denies, or the sadhu is telling, I don't need all those things. So he gets enraged and he declares himself, I am Alexander the Great, I am the great conqueror, I am the emperor, I am calling you, you have to come. So then also he does not oblige. The sannyasi does not oblige. So Alexander gets, that's when he is requesting, or when he is telling them that he is Alexander the Great, the emperor, then also he is not listening. So he tells, if you do not come, I have to cut you into pieces. He is enraged and he tells that I can cut you into pieces if you do not come, he tells the sage. The sage still laughs at him, and he tells, the sage laughs at him, and he tells, I will not come. Even if you cut, you can do whatever you want, I will not come to your place. So Alexander gets taken aback by he is taken aback by the strong will, or the strong way he replies to him. So he just listens to what actually he says. He asks him, why, what is that you are not coming? He tells, first of all, he says, the sadhu tells Alexander, you are a liar. Alexander, without getting taken aback, he just wants to know why he is called him a liar. So he asks, why you are calling me a liar? I am the emperor. He tells, you are no emperor, you are a slave. The sage tells that you are a slave. Alexander is taken back. He asks, how you are calling me a slave? I am an emperor. He tells, see, you are a slave, you are lying. You are telling you are an emperor. You are not an emperor, because anger is my slave. So when anger is my slave, that slave is you are not able to handle, that's anger with you. So you are not an emperor. You are proclaiming to be an emperor. How can you be an emperor when you are not able to manage your anger? He gets taken aback. Then Alexander tells, you are telling that you will cut me into pieces and you want to take me. If you cut me into 2 pieces also, I will not come, because you can't cut me. Because I am an eternal person, I am an eternal soul. You can't cut me. He will tell like that. You can't die, you can't split me. So Alexander was actually taken aback by the wisdom of the sages, the wisdom of our Indian sages or Indian sannyasis. That's what the sannyasi who is in the saffron robe tells to Alexander. Friends, why I am sharing this story is the wisdom, what we have to understand, the moral of this story, the verse which I told. One who conquers thousands of men in thousands of battles is a great man, but the one who conquers himself is the greatest among all men. How true this is. Here we see the emperor Alexander the Great not able to make one sannyasi or sadhu to come, because he knows himself. He knows himself what he is. A sadhu knows himself what he is. So he is not frightened. The sadhu tells, if you are told this to somebody else, they may get threatened. But you are talking to a sadhu, you are talking to a sannyasi will not be trembled. This is what he replies to Alexander the Great. Now I'll tell why I told this. Because this story has a significance. The story has a significance because the sadhu has very, very clearly knows about his identity. Because he knows his identity, he is able to talk with that authority. Friends, now I want to share what this identity is. I told in the beginning of this discourse, beginning of this video, I told, I will talk about identity completion. This one video, identity completion, actually changed the way I think. This one video, Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda, His Holiness Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda, I listened to this video number of times. The video, what I am telling now is about, he talks about what is you getting your identity complete. He talks about Shivagana. What is this identity completion? I will have to tell what this identity completion exactly the way I understood it. I will elaborate on the way I understood it, but I have to say verbatim how Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda told about this identity completion. He says, living constantly with the clarity, you are your intention to be, all the psychological, physiological, neurological ups and downs are not you. That is your identity. I will repeat. Living constantly with the clarity you are, your intention to be, all the psychological, physiological, neurological ups and downs are not you. That is your identity. I have listened to this video number of times, and each time whenever I listen to this video, my understanding about myself goes deeper and deeper. Now I will elaborate on what exactly it means. Living constantly with the clarity means not yesterday's living, not tomorrow's living. It's living in the present moment. Living constantly with the clarity that you are, your intention to be, all your psychological, physiological, neurological ups and downs are not you. That is your identity. What is this living constantly means? Living constantly means right now, present, not thinking about living constantly, not yesterday's living, not 2 days back living, or not tomorrow's living. Right now, whatever you are living right now, that's what it means. That's how I understood Bhagavan saying. How I got the clicks is living right now in the present moment, living constantly with the clarity. Your physiological, your neurological, your psychological ups and downs, your physical means tiredness, ups and downs. Your physical down is tiredness, boredom, fatigue. Your physical down is that. Your psychological down is feeling jealous, hatred, irritated, constantly being irritated. These are all your psychological down. Your neurological down is being cranky, becoming cranky. That is neurological down. So your physical down, ups and downs, means, of course, ups means your physical ups means you feel you are the strongest person, you feel you can do anything, you feel you can, box somebody out. That is maybe physically you are very strong. That is up. When you are having that emotion, very strong emotion in your physical body, that is called up. Down is when you are feeling tired. When that part of your leg is paining, your back is paining, your neck is paining, that is physically down. Psychologically up. Psychologically up means you are feeling elevated, you are feeling exhilarated, you are feeling very, 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 very happy, pleasurable. You feel all the pleasures in you. That you can call as psychological up. Psychological down is being irritated, feeling jealous, having hatred. All this psychological down. Neurological ups and downs. Again, neurological up means you feel that you are superhuman, super being. That is neurologically you have become highly nervous, strongly you feel that you can do anything. That is being neurologically up. Neurological down is being cranky. Cranking means not knowing what you are doing. You're giving overreaction to circumstances, unnecessary reactions, feeling cranky, loose, whatever you call, idiot, stupid. That is your neurological down. All these three are not you. That's what Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda says. All these three things are not you. So true it is. So true. If you internalize Bhagavan's Paramahamsa Nityananda's words, if you analyze, if you get it, if you cognize, or if you understand what he says, immediately you are free. Immediately you get that. Immediately you know who you are. That is what That is what I call as identity completion. All those things I have about myself, I know about myself, the crankiness I have, the tiredness I have, the boredom that I have, the irritation that I have, the jealousy that I feel about others, the unnecessary reasons which I give about myself physically, all that is not me. That is not me. That is not the identity what I am. That is how, if I just throw away whatever all this is, it's not, Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda says, it's not becoming, or not, it's not like amnesia, it's not forgetting about you. You remember yourself, right? You remember yourself, you know you are a professional, you know about yourself, but that is different. The emotions or the sensations or the downs and ups which you are associating yourself, you are identifying yourself, that is not you. If you understand that, you are complete with your identity. That is what is identity completion. You know, when I got this, I was so happy that I listened to that video. I am so happy that Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda happened to me as my Guru. That Guru walk which I understood and internalized, I can still feel that energy when I listen to those words. He also goes one word and he tells about Shivagana. He tells about Shivagana. Shivagana means in your length, breadth, in your length, breadth and depth, you are Shiva. You always think about Shiva. That is not, you are Shiva in your length and breadth and depth. That is Shivagana. You feel Shiva in all this length, breadth and depth. That is Shivagana. If you understand this one thing about identity completion, if you are complete about your identity, you are living Sadashivatva. That's what Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda says. Friends, this is not a goal to be achieved. It is constant living constantly with the clarity that you are your intention to be. This is what it means. You are your intention to be, having this in mind. How nice this story syncs with the story of, Alexander the Great and the sannyasi or sadhu. The sadhu was not disturbed at all because he is having his identity completion. He knows he is an eternal being. He knows that his clear identity, his identity, he knows very well what is he. The sadhu never got feared. He was not frightened. He was not irritated. He was as calm as anybody else. So, even the greatest of conquerors, the man who conquered thousands of men in thousands of battles, that's Alexander for you. He's a great man. But in front of this sadhu, the sadhu was the greatest among all men. So this identity completion, what I relate to this is, once we know Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda, the avatar who shares these in such a beautiful language which we all can understand. If you understand, internalize and affect it, definitely you will know what the bliss or what that energy, what that sadhu was experiencing. I encourage each one of you to listen to this video maybe once or twice and get the essence of it. This video which I am sharing, identity completion, also I will share those links in my video. You can please go through those links and videos, watch these videos. You will know what I am trying to experience or share. Whatever my sharing is, you will have that glimpse, or I am trying to convey it through like that. So this series of self-knowledge is one of the knowledge which I want to share about your identity completion. It is a state to be living or cherishing every moment to moment. It is not a state to be achieved. It is a living every moment to moment is what this I am trying to tell. Friends, thank you. I am sure my video will give some idea or will encourage you to look within yourself and to find your identity and be complete with that identity. If that happens, this video's purpose is achieved. My strong recommendation is, opportunity is there to watch these videos. You can watch these videos. If you want to get more information, always Bhagavan has 23 days now. It was 21 days. He has 23 days time in inner awakening. If you choose, wish, you can be there in inner awakening to get awakened with all these identities of yourself and enjoy the bliss or happiness within. I have shared the links. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, please write to me. Please like this video, share this video and comment on this video, and do subscribe for these videos, because I will be making a series of videos on this. The clicks, what happened to me, how I understand Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda, that I will keep sharing in my upcoming videos. Thank you. May all be in eternal bliss. Nityanandam.